This is the Select Board meeting of January 12th, 2021. We are paying tribute and honoring the service of two longtime town employees. Chief McEnany has spent his entire career as part of the Westford Police Department. For the past 35 years, Chief McEnany has dedicated himself to the well-being and the safety of our residents and to keeping our town safe. It is with deep appreciation that we say a heartfelt thank you for all of your service to the town.
I've been lucky enough to work with Chief on a number of projects, and Tom and all of his team have always been terrific to work with.
Yeah, thanks for all of your work for the town and your cooperation with the sometimes restive Board of Selectmen.
You always play for the entire team of Westford and make whatever sacrifices and flexibility requirements are asked.
I really appreciate your patience with me and just being able to be open and to talk with me. So thank you so much.
I repeatedly told Tom to stop running through the woods and jumping over trees, but he didn't listen and he loved being part of the action. Thank you for so many years of service to our town.
I have been truly blessed, and it's been an honor to serve this community and the town that I love.
Chet Cook is somebody else who has served this town with zeal, commitment, and dedication over the course of 56 years. I think that qualifies you as an institution, Chet. He is consummate in being able to resolve differences between warring neighbors, and a former assistant town manager and interim town manager would refer to his skills on the par and equivalent to Henry Kissinger.
Yeah, you've probably seen most every house in this town get built at that time. You probably inspected most of those houses. Most of us probably live in a safe building because of work that you did. But I wish you all the success with your garden, your chickens, and your tractor.
Chet, you and I don't know each other extremely well, but in the 12 years that I have done a variety of volunteer things in town, there isn't literally a week that goes by where your name doesn't come up, and always in a positive way. That is really a sign of high character and high impact. I wish you all the best. And thank you so much for everything you've done.
Part of what makes Westford special is that there are people who find joy and challenge and excitement in serving this town over really a long and wonderful period of time. So congratulations and very best in your retirement.
I just wanted to say thank you for your service. At first, when I heard it was 56 years, I thought that was a typo. And so that's incredibly impressive. Talk about commitment. That's amazing.
You have always amazed me with your calm, collected manner. Thank you for your 56 years of service to the town, and I'm pretty sure that is a town record.
I got an awful lot out of this. I feel so lucky that I've had the ability to do this for the town for so many years. I've really enjoyed what I was doing.
Our 7:05 p.m. item is a public hearing to request approval of a all-alcohol restaurant license for Ocho Cafe of Westford.
Thank you so much for investing in Westford and being here.
Motion to approve?
Is there a second?
Aye.
Yes.
Hi.
Aye.
Aye. The public hearing, it's a request again to approve an all-alcohol restaurant license for Diggy's Pizza.
Motion to approve?
Second. Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. And we have a request for a change of manager on an all-alcohol inn holder license for the Regency Inn and Conference Center.
Motion to approve?
Okay.
Second.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. Our last public hearing, at least for tonight, is a request to approve an all-alcohol restaurant license for 355 Littleton Road LLC. Is there a motion to approve the license?
So moved.
There a second?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Out there is our Eagle Scout or potential Eagle Scout, Carter Purple, who wants to present his project to us.
I'm somebody who's very passionate about history, and I ended up coming up with the idea to install 5 historical markers / signs at different sites around Westford. My 5 locations are the Westford Museum, the original Westford Academy Foundation, the former McDougal Rope Tow, the former Poor Farm, and number 5 is the MIT Haystack Observatory.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. Congratulations on being interested in history. It's a bit of a lost art these days.
Just a very exciting project. Looking forward to seeing it. Looking forward to celebrating more history. And well done. Excellent presentation.
We're excited about your project. We're thoroughly supportive, and we look forward to seeing its completion. COVID-19 vaccine distribution plans.
A collaboration between Chelmsford, Westford, Tingsboro, Tewksbury, Billerica, and Dracut started vaccinating all our first responders today. We're looking at phase 2, and phase 2 is looking like it's going to be people 75 plus and people that have 2 comorbidities. Our only problem is we just don't know when we're going to be able to start it. We have, I'm guessing, somewhere around 12,000 people in town that are going to need to be vaccinated. So if you look at what it took to do 1,400 and the amount of work it will take to do 14,000, that's a monumental task. We're going to need a space that is going to be very stationary, that's going to be big enough that we can either leave equipment set up or be able to store it on site on a regular basis. It's going to be a lot of work, but I think we can do a fair amount of it. It's going to be slow, but it's going to be manageable over time.
Jeff, thank you so much. I don't know when you sleep with all this that's going on. It's mind-boggling. So thank you and your entire staff for everything that you're doing. The last part about space, there's several commercial properties right now that unfortunately are vacant. And I'm wondering whether the CARES funding that we have or some other funding allows us to go and rent some of that so you could get the space that you needed.
I'd be all for a commercial space that we could open and close as we needed. This just is a different feel than what we've done with other vaccines. So that may be a great option.
What will this look like to people in town? Any sense of when they might be notified, how they might be notified, and sort of what would happen then?
Phase 2 is slated for sometime in February. What we're working on is how many volunteers do we have and how many people can we actually vaccinate in a certain amount of time. Today, what we did was fantastic. It's scalable very easily, but having the space and the manpower and the volunteers and the resources is going to be the biggest challenge to do a larger scale clinic for a sustained amount of time.
I assume rollouts are also going to be in like private practices and hospitals as well. So are you capturing the population that wouldn't be going to their primary care physicians?
They don't know when they're getting vaccine right now either. So they're looking to us for some answers there, which becomes challenging for us because we're still waiting for the answers ourselves. So we're not going to be able to answer that question quite yet.
Fiscal year 2021 financial update.
Something happened this year that's never happened before. We had our tax rate certified prior to the state passing their budget. So there were changes after we set our tax rate. Most notably, we got an extra $93,000 in charter school assessment reimbursement, which on the face of it looks like a good thing. However, they also increased our assessments where they withhold state money by the same amount and also withheld another $89,000 for the school choice receiving tuition. So all in all, we're starting with a state deficit of about $89,000 that we have to account for in this fiscal year. Most of the local revenues are within budget here and there. I mean, they almost net out to zero with the exception of the hotel and motel excise and the meals excise.
The ability for us to even have a conversation that looks like this right now is quite amazing. And you guys are doing a great job keeping the taxpayer whole during a time that's not easy. So thank you.
Update on the status of CARES Act funds.
At this point, we have about $437,000. I know this will change. We'll give another update.
Old and new business. We have a request to approve an Alcohol Beverages Control Commission retail liquor license renewal application to report licensees who failed to renew for 2021. Is there a motion to so certify?
So
So
moved.
moved. Second. Aye.
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 Yes.
Aye. We have a request from the Ag Commission to appoint Darren Taysidou.
So moved.
So moved. Second. Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. Town Manager's report.
I am requesting that the board approve the appointment of Mark Chambers as provisional police chief.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
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 I wanted to know if any select board members would like to participate in the promotional process for Westford's new police chief.
Looks like Scott and Anita, you both are interested.
Public safety, that's kind of been my, sort of passion on the board. So, I think that, Anita's role with the DEI committee is also, so I thought that the two of us actually were a natural team for this.
So I know that Scott's really hard to work with, but I think I could maybe try and duke it out and figure out how to work with him. But I'd love to be part of that process with Scott.
I'm requesting you accept a gift donation by the Lowell 5-cent Savings Bank to help our diversity, equity, and inclusion work in the town.
I'll make a motion to accept the grant and put it into a gift account for the DEI committee.
Second. Aye.
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 I'm asking you to accept a gift of an autographed New England helmet from Iverson Guo, owner of Karma, with intent to donate to a future town-affiliated nonprofit fundraiser.
I'll make the motion to accept this gift. Aye.
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 I just wanted to announce we had an outstanding audit that was completed recently. No management letter, everything's in good order. So if you're more interested to dig in, please do so. Contracts and then purchase orders.
Motion to
Your
approve.
motion second?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all very much. Thank you for your patience. Stay safe. Have a good night.